fray, its lands rent by tooth and claw.
You know. And I've had enough of this rabble. Come on!
As the chaos spread, the star seemed doomed to unravel, and yet there were those who stood in defiance of that fate. It's all or nothing. Time, 'tis as we feared. The respite afforded this land was but fleeting. The end draweth nigh.
While the world is lost to ruin.
It would. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must, then, that we scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Hey, what's up everybody? So, decided to jump into some Final Fantasy VIII, continue the main story, and see exactly what needs to be seen. One thing that I'm doing today, just because I wanted just to see how it ended up, is I'm live on Instagram. I have no idea how that's going to work. I highly doubt anyone's showing up to this, but, you know, just very curious how being live on Instagram even works or looks or any of that type of stuff. But, you know, You know, it is what it is. So it says I'm live on Instagram, but I go to my profile and it doesn't really show I'm live. So I'm a bit unsure how this all works. So, but either way, I am live on Instagram for reasons that I'm just very curious about. Can I even share this? So let's see what this is like. Alright, so I'm live on YouTube and Twitch and Instagram. It's gonna be weird. Anyway, I'm playing some Final Fantasy XIV because I feel like it. Hope everyone's doing well. So, let's just jump on in. It says I have a viewer on Instagram, which is different. I don't even know if people can hear me or anything. I just typed in the stream key and hit send. So, the device appears to activate. Yo, what's up, Mo Fishing? How's it going, man? Good to see you, man. So Instagram Live is weird because it doesn't show anywhere. It just shows the followers. Really? So that's how it works. Like, for some reason, Instagram kind of gave me like this little notice about go live, and I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Is the quality at least decent? Like, I went in completely blind. Let's see. Beyond that, I could say a little certain that we should take this opportunity and see what other records it contains. Oh yeah, it's good? Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm just playing a little bit of Final Fantasy XIV. That's kind of neat. Was definitely not expecting much. Given how long it is laying dormant. Oh, jeez. Hold on. They're not doing voiceover, so I have to... Yo, what's up, Boss Delva? Good to see you. This may be, but if we can't get it to work again, we'll be leaving more questions than we answered. Oops. The White Robe MSRA what? I hate this guy. This guy should never talk. I ignore everything he says. I'll let you know how... Well, I appreciate it, Mo Efficient. I appreciate it. I'm honestly surprised how easy it was to set up. Here's a weird thing. Like, here's the weird thing on my side. It's like I see it on the web, right? But imagine the web page of Instagram, right? Now shrink the center portion, like to like maybe like a fifth of the size, so like a little square in the middle of the web page, and that's the window that shows the preview of the stream and the chat. So it's just like it's the weirdest half-baked thing ever. But, you know, I appreciate you popping on by and checking it out. I wasn't expecting anyone to show up on the Instagram side. Alright, and yet something in that explanation rings false. I will remain for a time. I would not abandon my attempts to revive the device so soon. There is more to learn here, I can feel it. It matters in ethereology. I know none of it as capable as thee. I want nothing to do with this character. Can I delete him? So now I can enter with a party of NPC avatars to make use of this feature. Okay, so I could come in here and run it. It's just part of the experience now. That's good to know. I could just run in here. I get tired of reading this game. Some of it's voice and some of it isn't. Kind of annoying. Yeah, I know there's a I could do like a chatbot thingy, but I don't know if it I know my buddy Zarek has like a chatbot that sometimes does a reading for you, but I'm not too sure if it overwrites the actual voice dialogue portions, because this game's weird. This game will jump from like voice to text to voice to text, sometimes in the same cutscene. Can we but uncover to the extent of such things within our control? Speaking of which, perhaps we might trouble the Exarch for news. He would no doubt wish to hear of our own discoveries as well. Cool. So now let's go talk to the Exarch. That's why I'm impressed with like ESO, because in ESO everything is voiced. Which is kind of crazy.
Dare I ask what's going on?
Yes, and like now we got voice acting.
Ah, excellent timing. For me, in any case. We have a problem. The vast majority of those gathered here are presently in the employ of the Guard or else one of the facets, and no longer wish to be so. In principle, all are free to change vocation at any time, but a city does require a certain number of people in these positions if it is to continue to function. For the moment, I have asked them to postpone their resignation until such time as replacements can be found. As you may have surmised, we have the Warrior of Light to thank for this.
So all these people are quitting their jobs because of the Warrior of Light.
It's you! The Warrior of Darkness! You understand, don't you? Someone's going to have to look after this place once you're gone. We just want to be ready to do our bit when the time comes.
And not only here, but everywhere. Which is why we've got to get out there and lend a hand to those in need. That's what you did, isn't it? Even if it was just little things at the start. You helped people.
Well, yes.
And we're trying to do the same. We may have our sky back, but there's no shortage of people who still need help. If we follow in your footsteps, then I choose to believe we too can be heroes one day. Even warriors of light.
But the person... Can we just be like, yo, that guy's an imposter?
What are we to say to that? We can hardly tell them they are mistaken.
Yes, you can.
They seek but to do good, as you have.
But no more can we stand idly by and suffer a paragon's scheme to proceed unchallenged.
Uh-oh. The storm is coming. Yo, those clouds, though. That cloud animation. Kind of trippy.
What's happening to the sky?
Uh-oh. What's going on?
What?
Wicked White. Oh no.
You're in full-clad armor and you're cowering like a baby.
By the 12.
A star shower.
I hear a voice.
Oh no. Oh no.
You and all. And why does it feel like it's inside my head?
Hear? Feel? Think? I hear it.
Yeah.
Me too.
Did I not tell you, my friends? You are warriors of light!
Yeah, we gotta get Zodiac.
You're back!
Yeah. We gotta help Zodiac now. That's the dark one. Now the sky's blue again.
What you hear is the voice of light itself, and it has blessed you with its power! Welcome to the fold!
I'm a warrior of light.
Jeez.
I've been chosen?
Yes, and everyone else there. Bunch of suckers.
Can it be?
Me, a hero.
Wait!
The falling stars, were they your doing? And why do you need warriors of light?
Yeah.
What, am I to reveal my plans simply because you asked?
I mean, that's true.
Nay, I think not. Though the stars, I acknowledge mine. A convenient illusion apt to awaken what little is left of the power that once resided in your sundered souls. That which you and yours call the echo.
Mm.
And an echo it is, of a symphony, but a fraction of what men in their completeness once possessed. Even those among you who tower over others in the gift have only the faintest trace of it. But though sundered and forgotten through death and mocking rebirth, it has persisted. A whisper of our past, burned into your very ether, along with the sight of our end.
Interesting.
Through the rekindling of memory, I have awoken the ability, just as Heidelin is wont to do when she has need of new minions.
The Echo hath ever been thought a gift from Heidelin, a boon granted solely to her chosen. Yet thou wouldst claim she merely awakeneth the power that men should hearken unto.
Yeah.
Her voice. Given the perceived simultaneity of her call and the awakening of her chosen's capacity to hear it, it is only natural that we thus attributed the source of the gift. Yet if, in truth, the Echo is a prerequisite for hearing her voice, one might surmise that her call never ceaseth, such that all who awaken to their innate gift might receive of the blessing of light at the self-same instant.
Exactly. So everyone's the warrior of light. It's just that some are more... could perceive it better.
In sooth, we bore witness to this but moments ago. At the sight of the star shower, full many in the crowd did speak of hearing a voice in their minds, did they not?
Yeah.
Just so. And whenever Heidelin has need of new servants, she is quick to pluck comets from the heavens or create illusions of the same.
Why then didst thou conjure this vision, full knowing that thine age-old foe would thus claim those awakened to the gift?
Foe? You must be mistaken. As you see, I am a warrior of light. And together with my comrades in arms, I shall save the world. Just like you.
Because of who he is, he has the ability. Yeah, so the warrior of light is pretty much everybody. It's just that some get awakened to it, and then Heidelin basically is like, oh, you woke up to it. Hey, I need your help. The more Eldebus reveals, the less I understand. But that he has made a fine mess of things is plain. He is gone then. I've managed to persuade a number of our would-be deserters to reconsider, or at least delay their departure. But as many are deaf to my entreaties, young Dyler and Von Ard among them, I'm sorry to say, they have quit the guard. Nevertheless, I wish them well. Whatever Eldebus's plans for them might be, the pair have only ever had the best of intentions. One could hardly blame them for thinking themselves heroes elect. Not only have been blessed with the Echo, and it's not as if they have shown the requisite spirit. I quite agree. Though the impetus with their sudden departure, and though the impetus of the sudden departure would have been words falsely spoken, the men and women in whose footsteps they would follow are heroes in truth, warriors of light, Ardbert, yourself, most of all. And so I ask a favor of you. Speak with them ere they embark on their journey, and furnish them what you call wisdom. They've set off for the Amaro launch. But you still be able to catch them if you leave now. Worth the effort, I say. I recall correctly, Admiral Merville took the time to usher you out in the wider world many moons ago. I think that compassion rather flatters Dyther and Vonard. But the point still stands. They would doubtlessly be greater encouraged were the warrior of darkness himself to see them off. If thou art... Oh, shut up. Interesting. So let's go to the Amaro launch. There you are. And let's head on out. Let me check something real quick. Let's see. No one. What's up, Bostova? I appreciate that you're here, Bostova. Also, is that's supposed to be a Kirby? Oh, it's kind of a Kirby. As you download a game? Nice. What are you downloading? Anything interesting? You again. I mean, it's you, sir. Sorry. It's been a funny old day. You can be sure we'll take those words to heart. Reign of Guilds. You think it's a new MMO? Huh. Never heard of that one. It sounds almost like a strategy game, but it's a new MMO? Oh, interesting. I swear we won't let you down. So as long as it helps somebody, we'll do what needs doing out there, no matter how small. And when the larger threats loom, we'll be ready to face them. You see if we aren't. Wonder and danger awaits you in equal measure, but not turn from either. Figured that is the only way to get into new games anymore. Going into already disappointed? Oh, that's not good. Yeah, a lot of big name titles. I've been just having more fun with like smaller games or like AA games like Helldivers and Power World. And I mean, Final Fantasy XIV is a big game, but it still kind of has like a certain style to it. There are some newer games I'm looking forward to, but even the newer games coming out are still old games. Like, you really enjoy it? Yeah, indie games are good. And there's a lot of them out there. Of all types. And the good ones too. That's the thing. Like, people like don't realize how many indie games are out there that are just as good and you get more enjoyment than you would out of a AAA. And it's not like I hate AAA or anything. It's just that there's just some good stuff out there. Like, some of the best games I played last year, many of them were indie. And people think indie, they think like those super rough, tiny games. I mean, like, you could say the bigger indie, the was it the AA title games? Yeah. Yeah, that's a problem. A lot of those early access games. Some are fun, and some will get the support. But yeah. Yeah, what's up, God's daughter? Yeah, but some are fun. Some will get the support. Some of them drop off. You know, unfortunately, there's a lot of them that just get abandoned. Like, games like Power World is going to be around for a bit. Enshrouded is going to be around for a bit because they got supported so heavily. But for every Enshrouded and Power World, there's like 30 other games they just get abandoned. It's, you know, it is what it is. We'll be off then. Farewell, Warrior of Darkness, and thank you. So, they threw a big monkey wrench in this whole Warrior of Light thing. These two are either going to become heroes or they're just going to die. Let's see here. So let's go to the docile gate. Continue on. All right, let's enter the ocular. Talk to everybody and let's see what we're going to do about this hot mess. Thank you for making the effort. I'm certain your words will be a boon to them. While you're away, the others told me of your investigation. We have yet to discuss how to proceed, however. You got the angry face, Bostova. I'm assuming that game is not doing it for you. While your findings in NMS Ader do raise important questions as the identity of our adversary, we are ads. Oh, ads. Yeah. Good old ads. That's why I also stream on YouTube, because then people can watch without ads. But people like Twitch chat and stuff, which I understand. You fixed it. All the we're no closer to discerning the design, nor do I know any potential avenue in investigation. Excuse me. You fixed it. Well, I'm glad you fixed it. Because ads on Twitch are annoying. And they just are. For which reason we must trust Justola's ingenuity and wait for her efforts to receive the ancient's device to bear fruit. What if I were to attempt to follow the emissary? Elusive as he is, his plan to compel him to court public attention. He shouldn't be impossible to find. Especially for one of your experience. Ads wouldn't be so bad if they weren't like 2 minutes long. Yeah. And you know what sucks too, Bostova? When we get a thing called like an ad manager, right? But they're like, oh yeah, you can control the amount of ads. Yeah, even if you try to lower it to the lowest amount of ads possible, right? It defaults to adding more ads throughout the stream. So yeah, you can have a 30-second ad, but they'll give you like 6 30-second ads throughout the entire, in 1 hour. Yeah, so it's like no matter how you move that scale, right? You're always giving something up. Or let's say I wanted to make it so that way when people enter the stream, they don't get ads, right? Like I have to do a pre-roll ad, which means in the first, like a 3-minute pre-roll gives me like an hour of no ads for people coming in the stream. If I don't do that, right, anyone who pops in the stream will get like a minute or so worth of ads. But what happens if you've never heard of that creator before, or you barely visit that creator? You're gonna leave because you don't want to sit through the ads. So it's basically them telling us in an indirect way, run the pre-roll ads, so that way you could get the little reprieve for an hour, but make sure you do it on a constant basis. It's very annoying. And then they try to yeah, I've encountered ads on clicking streams, kind of a letdown. Yeah. Here's another thing. The big streamers who sometimes run like 2-3 minute ads every like 15 minutes sometimes, some of them are just doing it on purpose because they get such a high revenue cut from the ads, or there is a bounty board for those big streamers that if they run an X amount of number of ads every like couple hours, they get a bonus. So a lot of them are just making more money from the ads, and they have a big enough an audience. And I'm talking about like the big guys. I'm talking about the people who have like thousands of viewers, that, even if they lose a couple hundred people for running ads, they're still making a ton of money running a bunch of ads every 30 minutes. And then on top of all that, they keep on telling everyone else that you can make a lot of money running ads. But what they don't tell you, unless you're somebody who has hundreds of viewers, you're probably only going to get, after a month running these ads, maybe like $5, if that, if you're lucky. So it's like we're not making anything off these ads. With a hot tub stream, oh god. I could do I could bust out my green screen again, and I could put myself in one of those anime hot tubs and just stream to that. Nor do I wish to vanish for the moons on end. Let's see. Yeah, like those hot springs things, or at least take a scene from one of those, like, how like a lot of animes have like their beach episode, right? Just take it from that, take a clip from one of those, and then just put a bunch of PNG anime girls in bikinis around me as I play a game. Just something outrageous, and to call that the hot tub stream. Oh no. Yeah, I'll have to be real careful. Which anime girls in bikinis I pull, considering. Yo, what's up, Brainstorm? Good to see you, man. Dragon's Ball 2 in your plans? One day, man. One day. It's just that I have a lot of expenses right now, and I can't really afford it. Just straight up. So, I'm gonna have to save up the pick up some Dragon's Dogma too. But it looks interesting. It looks fun. I have Dragon's Dogma 1 that I can mess around with. Times are tough right now. Yeah. Game's very addicting. Yeah, the game looks really fun. Yeah, it's also, to make it worse, I'm doing my taxes, and this is my first year I have to owe money for the tax man. So I've been delaying filing taxes because I'm just like, dude, I'm broke, and I still gotta give you money. I'm just like, the hell. Then it sounds like the rest of us should avoid doing anything which might prompt Elibus to look closely at our movements. Insofar as possible, I recommend we limit our activities to the Crystarium. Oh, wow. Yeah. Speaking of which, Exarch, might I ask if you have any progress with the Spirit Vessel?
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Hey, thank you so much, Brainstorm. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the emotes. And it sounds like my alert thing actually went off correctly this time. Just subscribe. Wait, did I read? Did you just subscribe for 3 months in a row? Or is it you just subscribed for 3 months at once? Either which way, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Les Hartling. Practical trials of transference methods suited for the vessel have yielded satisfactory results. But there are still promising possibilities to test. Indeed, though it might take some time, we're well on our way to a solution. Yo, what's up, Bradley? It's going alright, man. We're just kind of chilling, playing some Final Fantasy XIV today, man. Hopefully you're doing good. Yeah, because I'm live on Twitch and YouTube, and believe it or not, I'm live on Instagram. Why? Because I was on Instagram and they're like, "Hey, you could go live now. Here's a code." And I went, "Well, okay." The weird thing about Instagram, though, it doesn't share your stream to anybody. So, like, one of my followers on Instagram popped in just to tell me that things work, and that's about it. I guess it does now. It does stream, but the thing is, it doesn't stream like TikTok or Twitch or YouTube. It basically just like goes live, but only to your followers. So, you know, if none of your followers jump in the stream, like, you're basically just like streaming to nothing. Alright, so basically what's going on is that they're just trying to figure out a way, just so you know kind of what the gist is right here. Everyone has been basically, if you know the anime term isekai, everyone's been isekai'd, the main crew. And only my character has the ability to jump back and forth between the two dimensions. Everyone else has kind of been stuck here for years. So they're trying to figure out a way to get everyone else to dimension hop. But the thing that they need is very, very tricky, because if they don't do it right, everyone's soul basically gets disintegrated. So it's either you make the dimension hop or you disintegrate. So they're trying to figure out ways to do it. Yeah, but I appreciate everyone who was swinging on by, just hanging on out. Let's see here. guess I just got exit. The story has taken an interesting turn. The story has definitely taken an interesting turn of events here. They basically kind of explained why everyone is a warrior of light, technically. Talk to the manager of suites here. I'm relieved to see you are unharmed in the earlier commotion. Yes. That guy's gonna go take a nap in his room. Which means there's probably something gonna happen in my room. I sleep with my glasses on because I am just that cool of a cat. My guy about to make himself some tea. I've kind of considered getting myself an actual teapot. Because I do it the dirty American way. I just make my water hot in the microwave and then pour it into my cup. Master Kitty, it's Gilnard from the Wandering Stairs. I apologize for calling so late. A friend of yours was asking after you. You may remember them from that business with the cardinal virtues. Burr? What's that face? What charming accommodations. I had come to dine at the Wandering Stairs, you see, when I spied a considerable gathering of locals. Then the sky caught fire, and well... You must know what that means. Anything you care to share with a friend? Oh, I remember this guy. It's been a bit. So I tell him the full story? That is alarming, to say the least. It is all well and good that others have come to appreciate the Warriors of Light, but we cannot allow this charlatan to exploit their legacy. So, yes, why not? We shall reform the indomitable duo that is Reek and Beefy, and put an end to his shenanigans. Eager as ever, I see. Durr. Yes, I know. No need to say it. You've no intention of involving me. Because I'm stupid, but I'm not naive. You're not biting to that apple. That apple has no bite marks. Stop pretending to eat your apple. You're the better hunter. And the better person besides. I'm reminded of Renda Ray. Though that's hardly a surprise. For her sake, for all of theirs, Show this pretender what it truly means to be a hero. Snarf. Dude, he's walking. Why are you walking so slow out the door? The moon! Meanwhile, in the Crystal Tower, Umbilicus. And blammo, it's gonna break and fail. You suck.
Foiled again.
Yes. Foiled again.
If I cannot imbue the infernal thing with my power via magical means, we may need to devise a way to infuse the vessel with my blood after all.
Art thou unwell?
I mean, have you not noticed that his body's covered in crystals?
Or perhaps a brief respite? It wouldn't do to overtax yourself.
I'm fine. And given to stubbornness, I'm afraid. Especially when I have a stake in the outcome.
He's literally going to turn into a crystal statue at this rate. Uh-oh. What's going on over here? Oh, this is the, we're in the past. Or is he in the... Not too sure exactly where.
The dream again.
Yes. That dream. You dare dream a dream. Dude, you fell asleep like that? Meanwhile, in the source.
A recurring dream. They do so fascinate me. Might I trouble you for the details?
I have always dreamed of it. Fire falling from the heavens, and the city, nay, the whole world ablaze.
Indeed. Could Emmett Selk have found a way? Precious few possess memories of the final days.
Okay.
The final days.
Uh-oh.
Why, yes. Admittedly, my knowledge is mostly second-hand, but if you are interested, I will gladly tell you the tale. The tale of the world's end.
Seems way too happy about that. He seems way too happy about that. Sus. Yeah, no, sus for real. The ultimate sus. So, I ended the stream over on Instagram. I was just super curious, to be very honest. I was definitely not trying to test it out for a thing. I was like, they gave me the option. I'm like, what is the point of me streaming on Instagram? You know? But, you know, it is... You know, it is what it is. All right, so let's continue on. Oh, I gotta check out. Gotta check in and check out. Why is he anxious? Ah, Master Kitty. Will you be venturing forth today? Do be sure to take care of so. Though they say the star shower is harmless, one can never be too careful. But I can see that it's not for me to tell the warrior of darkness how to look after himself. Old habits, you understand. Sausages. Ah, Beefy! How very opportune! Greetings, my friend. Do you perchance have a moment to spare? All right. Sausages. Wonderful, wonderful. I wanted to thank you, see, for revealing to us the truth of the Warriors of Light. After all these years, your tales set the record straight. Finally, the people see them as the great heroes they were. Or the great hero he is, in the case of Ardbert. You too were surprised to see him, I think. Yeah, because he's not supposed to be around. At the time, I was not certain what to make of it all, but I could see the effect of his words had on those around me. And then the stars rained down from the sky and, well, you know the rest. When the commotion died down, you were nowhere to be seen, but I was determined to express my gratitude, so here I am. Thank you, Beefy, for giving voice to reason and restoring the Warriors of Light to their rightful place in history. You should, perhaps, wish to have your account of these matters committed to writing. I would be more than willing to serve as your scribe. Indeed, if there is anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only say the word. How about you give me a sandwich? That'll be the thing. Give me a sandwich and a beer. Well, yeah, exactly. Tell me about the situation in the city. The situation in the city? Do you mean the people's awakening as warriors of light? Well, while questions remain about the circumstances surrounding Arbert's return, history tells us that what took place may not be entirely unprecedented. But to understand that requires an understanding of warrior of light in a broader Venanic context. If it pleases you, I shall be glad to provide an overview. I flatter myself that I might grant you a better grasp on which is occurring not only in the Crystarium, but in the world as large. Excellent. I shall return to the cabinet at once and look up relevant text. Pray join me at your earliest convenience. So we're at the part of the story, I guess. We're just getting the context of everything that's going on. Do not let me keep you, sir. I bid you a pleasant day. Well, thank you very much, roomkeeper guy. Because you know dang well we're about to set things up. For some business. The Cabinet of Curiosity. All right. Let's head towards the Cabinet of Curiosity, and let's talk to old dude here. I'm sure he's at the top of the stairs. Come on, Morin. Beefy, excellent timing. I have but this moment finished gathering all materials for a lesson. As a great many works make reference to the Warriors of Light, I shall, with your permission, focus only on the details that seem most relevant. The Warriors of Light, you say? Forgive us, but we couldn't help but overhear. We've been keeping out of watch at the Crystarium, but it appears to be business as usual. So I thought I'd spend some time brushing up my knowledge of familiars, and Alphino volunteered to help. I actually came on a different errand, but I'll be interested in hearing about the Warriors of Light as well. May I join you? Talk away there, buddy. Of course, the more the merrier. If you will be able to find a table. So now we're just going to sit here and get a study session? Is that what our life is now? I think this is the final patch, though. So I think this is a pretty big one. We're one to pore over the annals of Verdantic history. One would note the comparative frequent recurrence of individuals hailed as Warriors of Light. Ardbert and his comrades require no introduction, but many others bore the epithet long before them. To name a few, there was Tothwell, the legendary first king of Lakeland, Rodford, and Solard, the fabled Dron, and blah blah blah. And no list of Verdantic heroes would be complete without the Archmage Tua of Ronka. In older texts, she was also called the Warrior of Light. It did surprise me how ready people were to forget the negative association of the title, but it makes sense if it's been around for centuries. Verily, in ages past, it was a synonym for hero. In the wake of the flood, however, light became regarded with fear, the title used not to exalt, but to revile. A far cry from its beginnings. This, my friends, is Novrad's oldest epic, the original tale of the struggle between good and evil. Hey, that's the dude from Final Fantasy I. That's I think that was literally the art of the warrior for Final Fantasy I. Like, that's like, even though he looks different in game, but I think that's actually supposed to be the artwork. In the time we all lay shrouded in darkness, a prophesied hero rose to deliver the world from doom. Yeah, exactly. That's I'm about to say that's a sick image from the first Final Fantasy guy. And thus did he come known as the Warrior of Light. Curiously, in the centuries that followed, other heroes appear to claim the self-same epithet, despite sharing no discernible connection with their predecessors. In time, Warrior of Light came to be named according to all men and women of uncommon skill and valor. That's cool. A callback to OG Final Fantasy 1. Yeah. What I think, because remember, we're going through different dimensions. I think, because we're quote unquote in the first of the breaks, right? I think this world technically, in some aspects, is the OG Final Fantasy 1 world. In some aspects. So I think that's why they have him as the first Warrior of Light, because in their history, they better have Garland show up then, or at least some version of him. You know? Or at least a mention of like, you know, Garland was such and such, you know what I mean? Because I think this dimension that we've been isekai to technically is the world from Final Fantasy 1. Which makes me think, are the other dimensions, like the other Final Fantasies, are we gonna, so is there the Final Fantasy 7 dimension and the 6th dimension out there? I want to go to the Chrono Trigger dimension. Well, the plot thickens. As you know, the title Warrior of Light is also used in the source. Though the manners in which individuals have earned it may be varied, heroes have been honored since antiquity. Nor does the custom show any sign of dying out, as you can well attest. It makes you wonder, does it? It surely can't be a coincidence. Indeed not. Let's imagine a man who has awakened to the echo and is able to hear Heidel's voice, and she styles him. So, too, does he style himself a Warrior of Light. Of course, being blessed by the echo does not in itself make one a hero, and conversely, there will be no few heroes who were not blessed with it. But such distinctions are immaterial to the masses, and over time, they came used the Warrior of Light as just the word hero. Sounds about right. It'll be interesting to see the theory holds true in other worlds, crossing the rift, if crossing the rift were that easy. Yeah, exactly. That tells me, like, every single Final Fantasy, the main heroes were supposed to be the Warriors of Light in some fashion. You know what I mean? Even though the modern era Final Fantasy kind of dropped that term, that is kind of like their titles of the main heroes. Like, Cloud is a Warrior of Light. You know, the guys from 8 and 9 are Warriors of Light. It signifies that they're the heroes. Heidelin did call me a Warrior of Light. She did. I've never heard her voice myself, but I can feel her presence, perhaps through Minfilia. At any rate, assuming all this is true, and there is a common thread behind the epitaph, I doubt the Asians will have been amused. They have the world at large associate light, by the extension Heidelin, with good must have added insult to injury. While this discussion is undeniably fascinating, I wonder, should I be privy to it? Mayhap it would be better if I excuse myself. Oh, no need for that, my friend. Pray accept our apologies. Your lesson on the Warrior of Light has given us much to ponder. Oh, did someone say Warriors of Light? Wow! Uh-oh. Who's this? Who's this kid? Riki Tio, are you alright? Ah, my precious tomes. Did I not say you must take care in the cabinet? You too. Arkil. Urwell. We're sorry, Master Morin. Aren't you? The Warrior of Darkness. My name is Riki Tio, and I want to help everyone. Please, tell me what I need to do to be a hero, to be a Warrior of Light. Drink your milk and eat your Wheaties and drink more Ovaltine. Oh, they even give her like the big old eyes. The kitty cat big eyes. So what, did I just not say anything to her? Oh, okay. So they cut the cutscene off and I'm just like, did we just leave? So I want to be a Warrior of Light, but not one that fights with a sword at all. No, I want to be a kind of fights with potions and heals people, an apothecary. I'm gonna go help everyone in Costerium. No, in all of Novirat. When I told Arco and Errol this, they said that the cabinet should have lots of tomes about potions. But this place is so big and we don't have the faintest idea where to begin. At this rate, I'm not going to get anywhere. If I knew where to look, wouldn't you be able to find treaties on potions here? Even so, I fear that might prove a little difficult for one so young. Esteemed Warrior of Darkness, perhaps you might accompany young Riki Tio to Sapphirex. Rather than look through tomes, I believe she stands to learn more by observing the Shurgans at their work. Sounds like a plan. Last one, the Spangus is a raw egg. There we go. Let's see. Let me just warp over here. That'll be good to go. Everyone beat me. I'm so slow. Well now, but I owe the pleasure for so many bright-eyed visitors. Is that the way of it, sweetie? You wish to learn about medicine? That's right. I want to become a Warrior of Light that uses potions to help people all over the world. Well, that is a very noble endeavor, and you aren't alone in it. No few in our infirmity yearn to venture forth as warriors of light, but ultimately, they have decided not to pursue that dream. Huh? Why? Because the people here need them too, sweetie. The guards who place themselves in harm's way to keep us safe, the artisans who toil tirelessly might be to sustain our way of life, and the younglings like you, who are the future of Crystarium. We couldn't simply abandon them, you see, and so, difficult as it was, we made a decision to remain. Then, does that mean my dream isn't any good? Oh, sweetie, yours is a wonderful dream, and it'll be my pleasure to help you pursue it. If we all work hard, then a day may come that our shurgans may set forth to aid folks in every corner of the realm. As we strive towards that day, I hope you can rely on you as well, though I must warn you, ours is not an easy path. You must work very hard. I'm not afraid of hard work. I'll become the best apothecary ever, you watch. That's the spirit. Without further ado, then, may I entrust you with a task? I have placed an order at ffxiv for a potion ingredient, and I would like you to go collect it. Oh, an ingredient. Leave it to me, miss. But she doesn't know what an ingredient. Such an abundance of energy, though I can't help wonder if she'll be all right by herself. My apologies. Will you mind accompanying her? Sure, I'll follow the kid. So we're just going to follow the kid around to make sure they get the correct ingredient. What about you two? Are you coming along too? Well, we do want to become warriors of light, but not the same kind as Riki. So we'll wait for you here, Warrior of Darkness. When you return, please teach us how to fight. In that case, Ryan and I shall accompany and take the opportunity to ask about their aspirations. Yay, little future town guards. That's all they're going to be. You're not going to be heroes. You're going to be a town guard. And you're going to like it. Will be the closest. I guess this. Alright. Let's run off to gather an ingredient. Hey. How do I know where the F people are in this damn place? Because they're not these people. Because by the... So I guess I gotta walk outside and... Yeah, I gotta leave the entire area. And go up and around. At least I could cut through here. Do a little sprint. Isn't it the warrior of darkness himself? May I assume you're a hero of Master Alpha now? Right, lets you wonder. Chesapeake order is for grapes. As busy we've been late, I regret that we didn't have time to harvest them. So the apologies. I asked Master Alphino and his young companion to help him. Alright, so we're just gathering grapes now. This definitely feels like a filler. Are these the famous low poly grapes? Yeah. These are the famous low poly grapes that people have always clowned. They're just them low poly grapes. Yeah, I know. These are the famous low poly grapes. I mean, don't know how this became a meme, because they're just, I mean, they are very low poly, but I don't know what people were expecting. Oh, you're here picking grapes? It's quite fun. Here's some grapes, kid. Wow, you picked as many already? Amazing! I dare say we have enough between us. I can't wait to see what she's going to do with them. Tell me, Ricky, what made you want to become an apothecary and warrior of light? Well, a while ago I fell sick, really sick. My body was burning up and I felt so weak I couldn't even get out of bed. Then a traveling apothecary came and gave me a potion to drink. It was the foulest thing I've ever tasted, but it made me get better. She was so brave, the apothecary. I mean, she went around taking care of people, even when it was dangerous, and I decided to want to help people just like her. So I started brewing potions out of grass and giving them to my friends, but I didn't really know what I was doing, or anything else I can do. She started brewing potions out of grass and giving it to her friends. She basically made grass soup and said, here, drink it. I hope your friends didn't drink those, because you're freaking going to kill your friends. Then not long ago, a neighbor told me that he was going to become a warrior of light and go traveling the world helping people. And I thought, that's the same what I want to do. Tasty grass soup. Yeah, I know. It's like just tasty grass soup. Out of curiosity, what did your neighbors do in the end? Tyler? Well, I haven't seen him for a bit. He must already be out there looking for people to help. Bird? Tyler, one of the guards awakened by the star shower. Thank you for sharing your tale with us, Ricky Tio. I myself took inspiration from one not unlike your traveling apothecary, and I hope her good example will spur you on to realize your dreams. But I'll not be able. Whoa! I accidentally skipped something. Such lofty goals are reached through hard work and persistence, through countless little acts of heroism, like delivering the grapes to Chesapeake. It would seem to have been laboring under a misapprehension. I had convinced myself that it was Elibus who had sowed the desire to become warriors of light within the hearts of the people. But I now see the impulse to aid their fellow man abided within them from the first. Elibus did no more than give it a name. And he sits so As he so kindly proclaimed, we must return to our own world ere long. With the Exarch laboring that tirelessly, I doubt not, but come on. Yet I believe I speak for all of us when I say I cannot leave in good conscience, not until we have dealt with Elidibus complex. This is no longer a strange and distant land after all. Novrant has become a home to us, and her people our own. Let us return to Spyrix. I wouldn't do to keep your admirers waiting. All right. I guess let's jump. Just gonna run her happy little ass all the way back. This is a very story-heavy segment. I guess, you know, because we did that dungeon the last time. That we got to build up to another dungeon. My thanks for your kind help, sweetie. We now have all the ingredients. From the grapes we shall make a vinegar, to which we add elf grass and a few other herbs to produce an invigorating syrup. Though it's unspeakably sour, it does wonders for the constitution. As part of her studies, I may just give it to Rikitio a little taste. Alright, now it's time to teach these goofballs how to fight. Warrior of Darkness. If you're finished helping Riki, why did you show us some fighting? Not play fighting, but honest to God's fighting. You already have some enemies you could deal with. Vampire bats. The guards say they become a pest around Castellarium. We tried to sneak around outside to hunt them, but the guards caught us and sent us home. But they shouldn't mind if we were doing the fighting and you were just watching. Let's put on a good show. Alright. Come on, kids. Let's go help the kids out fight some bats. I mean, you gotta start somewhere, you know? You gotta start somewhere. Every good JRPG heroes start out killing like slimes or bats, and by the end of their journey they're fighting God, because that's just the way it works in JRPGs. Everything's so purple, so lavender. Everyone's here. Let's get started, shall we? As the name suggests, vampire bats feed on blood, and originally being nocturnal creatures, they have grown more active with the return of night, and become a nuisance. Draw them out. We'll use Chesameal's lures, which will work explaining their behavior. I have 6 lures, each 3 for each. Yep. Well, yes, there's nothing like a friendly competition to bring out the best in Beefy. Anyway, while we hunt the bats, the 2 of you are to stay with Reen. Without further ado, let the contest begin. Use lures and slay some vampire bats. Oh, there it is. Alright. One group of bats are dead. They're like level 80 bats. Those kids would have been done. Those kids would have been done for if they fought them. Alright. Take care of this bat. All right. Got one more group left. It'll be done. Be done, son. I'm about to just gonna go all off on this thing, just because I can. Just because I can, just. Goodbye. Goodbye, vampire bat. I got a blue horse. All right, Reen. Well fought, Beefy. The children were hanging on your every move. I was, to be honest, though. I know the tally. May I see your fangs for good measure? Yeah, I'm too strong. Apologies for the wait. My fangs, not a bad haul if I do say so myself. But I win, because I'm the protagonist. 5, 6, 7 fangs from Alice. Which means the victory goes down to say, oh, I lost! Be collected 4. I bested Beefy. And another goddamn life. You didn't even try, did you? Well, and there, I was taking it seriously. Spare me your pity next time, will you? You won! Stop being all tsundere. Stop being a tsundere. So, children. Now you've seen the Warrior Darkness in action. What are your impressions? He's incredible, miss. The bats were down before I knew it. Our guards are strong, but the Warrior Darkness is much, much stronger. We want to be just like him. Good. If you're looking for an example to emulate, you might as well pick the best. I want you to remember how you felt when you watched Beefy and trained that hard. Yes. Train super hard, kids. And don't drink your friend's grass soup. If you don't mind telling us, what made you decide to become a warrior of light? Well, we were listening to everyone when Arbird appeared, but I've wanted to be strong since I came to Crystarium. The Sin Eaters killed my father and sister. See, and I promised myself I'd learn how to protect people one day. Like Arbird said, this is our home. We're the ones who have to protect it. What about you, Akira? To be honest, I'm not too sure what I want to do. But my friends were in trouble, and I knew I wanted to help them. And I wanted to go on adventures with them, see the world together. He's just, in other words, other guy's going to be the protagonist. He's the tag-along. He's the psychic. You really think so? It's hard to explain, but it's something I felt when I saw the star shower the other day. I felt though there was something I lost, and then I had to go out there and find it. Well, for each of you, there's nothing but the train. Or return to the city and I'll teach you some exercises you can do by yourselves. Yo, what's up, Madison? Thanks for showing us your fighting skills, Warrior Darkness. We'll never forget you. Yes, it is. Game's great. It's in definitely in my top 5 favorite Final Fantasy games for sure. I understand how Arkeel feels. The star shower didn't awaken me to Hyland's voice, but that vision of the final days, of Amarat burning, it fills me with sadness to the very pit of my being. Things I once knew, people I once loved, promises I once made, it felt as though long-forgotten memories were dancing at the edge of my mind, but when I try to focus on them, they simply fade away. Yes, they fade away, because the original Final Fantasy XIV was a failure. An effect of having a fractured soul. I shouldn't doubt, but lest you worry, I'm perfectly happy to remain fractured and have no intention of donning a Ascian mask. I just wish I knew what Elidibus was plotting. Elidibus. Huh. Look at this pair of inscrutable brooders. If we're going to stand around lost in thought, we might as well do it back in the city. Rest assured, Reen and I will take care of the children from here. Their heads will be in the clouds after meeting you, but we'll see if we'll see till their feet remain firmly planted on the ground. Uh-oh. Oh. The hell? Sausages. It's nothing, just a dizzy spell. I tried a little bit hard to beat you. I'm fine now, not to worry. I'll see you soon. We were fighting bats, lady. We've literally taken down gods together. I think you'll be able to handle a couple bats. As you ponder Alice's words, you're taken by the urge to revisit the scene of that fateful meeting. Alright, let's go back inside. Let's go back inside. I think I gotta climb up there. Yeah. I think the stairs are over here. Let me stand here and look around. Uh-oh.
Why am I... Was it you who called me here?
Uh-oh, you recall too? On behalf of the convocation, I bid welcome to our order. I bid you welcome to our order. At times you will stand with us. At times you will stand against us. All that you might steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. For yours is the seat of Ilobus, the emissary, and by this name shall your every action be guided. Uh-oh.
So you peered into my memories. No matter. You will have found little of import.
Did I?
But I see you intended to summon me here no more than I intended to come. The fault is mine.
Sure.
Such is the burden of hope.
Let's see. Why must you embroil the people in your plans?
I merely avail myself of such tools as I require for the conflict to come. That which I do is no different from that which you have done so many times, Warrior of Darkness.
Really?
I arm myself, I hone my skills, I make ready to vanquish my enemy. You. You who have murdered my brothers, who have taken their selfless labors in service to the one true world and turned them to ash. I see you for what you are. You are death, and only in death shall you serve any purpose. The convocation charged me to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. As Elidibus, it is my duty, and I shall see it done.
It's Elidibus.
I will strike you down.
Oh.
Destroy you, body and soul. All else must wait.
Wait.
Ere long I will come for you, Warrior of Darkness. And I will save the world.
So... is Elidibus being controlled then? Is this... are we getting like double control? So as the Ascian took over the dead body of the Warrior of Light, is the guy in the white robe really the one in control? Or was that Elidibus we just saw? Because we also saw Elidibus talking to what's his name? Yeah. So we're having layers of control here? Because also the guy in the white robe was...
One last matter. I bore witness to your final struggle with Emetselk. It seemed as if he saw something familiar in you. As if he mistook you for another.
Haida Countess called me his new old friend.
No,
I recall not of whom he spoke. Mayhap I never knew you, or mayhap it is another fragment lost.
Ah, I wasn't aware you already had a guest. If the conversation is constructive, I shall not intrude.
Oh.
But if you seek to stir up trouble, Elidibus, then I must insist you leave at once.
Oh, wait, what?
Though you lack her blessing, your soul is surprisingly dense.
Did he just try to murk him? Just out of nowhere. He's like...
Worry not. I seem to be unharmed.
Are you sure about that? But his hand... See, now both arms...
This is my own doing. The consequence of my recent exertions. It is the tower's way of compensating me for the demands I have placed on it. Rest assured, it is no great inconvenience at present. Indeed, I told Beck Lug as much, but they would not be persuaded and sent me away to rest. No need to make a fuss. Strange as it may sound, I consider it something of a badge of honor.
Yeah, I know, he's not looking so... He's about to become a part of the Crystal Tower.
Who saw me delivered unto the first, once said that the world shall ever have a place for tales of heroism, so long as we have need of inspiration in our lives. Though he and his fellows had no way of knowing whether their mad scheme would amount to anything, they knew that the attempt alone would inspire hope. Also, a more optimistic lot one would be hard-pressed to find. They said they would find a means to save our God's forsaken world, just as soon as they had sent me on my way. Said it with such confidence that, for a fleeting moment, I half believed them. Such faith, such courage in the face of unrelenting despair. For a long time, it was more than I could bear to remember them. But having come this far, having sent full many on their way myself, I see things more clearly. To take action is to hope. To believe, to choose to believe, is to take the first step towards a brighter future. And why do I tell you this? Because I want you to indulge me in a little recklessness.
Oh, I like recklessness.
Needless to say, I have a plan. And when all is said and done, I will ask yet another favor of you.
You're both here. Oh, thank goodness.
What's wrong?
It's Thancred. He's collapsed.
Uh-oh. Yep, there's something going on. There's something going on. But, like I said, I feel like this is... This whole portion, these last couple hours, was all set up story-wise, you know what I mean? Which is fine. I mean, at the end of the day, we are playing a RPG, so story-heavy focus. You just can't just do dungeon after dungeon after dungeon all the time. That'll get kind of weird, you know? For stuff like that to happen, especially in an MMO. You gotta keep things moving forward. Even though I don't think I'm gonna make it Dawn Trail in time, you know what I mean? But it's all good. But there is one thing I want to do. Because I'm actually getting a little tired. There's one thing I want to do before I head out for tonight. I'm gonna go play some cat pot. I don't know. I kind of like seeing that. Even though I never use these damn points for anything, I just like the scratch offs. Let's see here. That's 10, 11, that's 5. Let's try this way. 119. Let's see. 6. That's 14. That is 23. That's 1800 right here, I think. Yeah, there we go. Four. 9. 6. So now we have another thing here that we have 15 plus 8, that is 23. That's another 1800. Too bad it wasn't in a row. Or like a... Yeah, because none of these would have added to 6. At least I won some. At least I won some. But, alright guys, I'm going to go to head to bed. I'm actually getting kind of tired. But I might stream tomorrow or something else. But anyway, you have a great night. Thanks for all the people who did decide to stay. And I'll be back. Peace.